Good morning, you listen to FloorDaily.net, and I'm Kemp Harr. I'm in Cancun, Mexico at the NFA meeting, and I'm with Mark Clayton, the president of Phenix. Mark, how you doing?
Good, Kemp.
Let's talk about what's going on with Phenix and how the business has changed. Before we get to that, though, just a little background on you, Mark. I think you started in this business with Shaw, then you went to Beaulieu of America, then you went to the commercial side and got with J&J, then you went to Milliken, and now you're with Phenix, which is a privately owned company.
Yeah, actually, Phenix is a Farr family company. Our company, as you mentioned, Phenix is a relatively young company, been in existence for about 15 years, but Farr is actually a company that has almost an 80-year history. And yeah, I've personally been in the industry about 32 years now and been a great industry. A lot of great opportunities here, and I'm really proud to be a part of this industry.
Let's talk about that family-owned heritage for just a second, because I've been to the Farr headquarters over in North Carolina, and I mean, your operations there are beside a river where this plant was using water power originally in the production process. And so long heritage, family owned, and there's a lot to be said about not having to react to either the whims of a private equity firm or the public market, and you can kind of go long on some of your commitments with your customers, right?
Yeah, we've been able to leverage that and have been able to have really good customer relationships. I think one of the core values we bring to our customers is our flexibility and our responsiveness, the fact that we are nimble and we're a smaller company and we can react quickly to their needs. The fact that Farr is such a company steeped in history has been very advantageous to us. The good thing is, though, is the company has evolved over the years to stay relevant, and that is true even within the carpet industry. So all of our manufacturing equipment, whether it's tufting, extrusion, twisting, heat setting, is all state of the art.
Yeah, you continue to make investments. Let's talk real quick. I know you just finished a fiscal year, so give us an update on how business is doing.
Yeah, so our fiscal year actually ends the end of March, which is a little different. We just finished a couple weeks ago, and I'm happy to say we had another really good year. Business continued to grow, which obviously would indicate we've been taking market share in a flat category. So we're really optimistic about the future and feel like we've got a lot of good opportunities even this year.
Yeah, let me stress that for a second. So we know the carpet market has been in decline for several years, and yet you've had back-to-back several good years of growth, right?
Yeah, fortunately, every year the company's been in existence, we've grown, so that's been a blessing for us.
Why do you think you're growing in a market that's shrinking?
Well, I think our customers are obviously looking for alternative suppliers. There's no secret that the industry's changed a lot last year with a couple of our competitors no longer doing business. So you've got your big three manufacturers out there that do a really great job servicing the customer, but I think our customers value the fact that we are a company they can have a close family relationship with, but yet depend on our service model and the fact that we bring great design to the market.
So you're an alternative to some of the big companies. That's one reason. You've continued to invest, and so, like, take for instance, when you compare what Lutex was to what Phenix is now, I mean, you've got some beautiful LCLs, and to do that, you've got to buy the latest tufting equipment and your yarn systems. I mean, you've got solution dyed processing, which is created on the latest Orlicon equipment. So, I mean, it's having the right equipment, having the right styling. Let's talk about people for a second. I mean, some of the product design people that you've brought in, you've added people there. So it's kind of a combination of bringing in the right people, continuing to make investment, and offering your customers an alternative, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I always tell our customers, the secret of our success is our people. I mean, we have a tremendous team of well-experienced veterans from the industry. I'm happy to announce we just hired Jason Surratt, who's a veteran of the industry as well, that's going to lead our design efforts going forward. Jason has a tremendous amount of experience and wealth of knowledge of the industry, and really a thought leader in the design of product, and we're excited to have him on board. Yeah, we do have a tremendous team, and that's, at the end of the day, that's what it takes to be successful. That, of course, with investing in the business. You know, to go back to a point you mentioned, we have evolved a lot. The company, started as Lutex, and essentially, even 6 years ago, we were probably known as a commodity manufacturer, somebody who was just kind of out there blowing and going. But our styling direction over the past 5 years has evolved tremendously. I think we're a design leader now and viewed that way. So it's been a nice evolution.
It doesn't hurt that you're attached to Farr Yarns, which has been an expert in making yarns for a long time. I mean, that gives you the opportunity. I know with this organization, you offer solution dyed stain master nylon 6/6 Pet Protect, which this organization loves, but you also have your own capabilities that are unique from a yarn system, right?
Yeah, I mean, again, as a carpet manufacturer, Phenix has a tremendous advantage in the fact that we are part of Farr, because Farr is probably the most innovative yarn company in the industry. I mean, they've been around so long and they're so good at what they do. It gives us a little bit of advantage from that standpoint in terms of having tools to work with. Just in this past year, we've launched 2 new filament polyester yarn systems, new cross sections, one to give a beautiful finish and one to give a big high bulk value. So we're constantly evolving and bringing new yarn substrates to the marketplace that allow the Phenix division to design beautiful new creative products.
All right, now you did get in the LVT business. You've got an offering there. I was just listening to your presentation during the speed dating process. You know, some of that's coming out of Asia, but you also have a source now that's coming out of America as well, right?
Yeah, we're actually sourcing LVT from 3 different locations, and as you mentioned, one of them is a domestic location, which allows us to provide a different level of service on that product. And we're really pushing that on the Main Street commercial side as well, because there you get into larger projects where, although we stock a heavy amount of inventory, there might be an opportunity where one particular color is not available to that quantity, so we'll be able to get it, turn it quickly. But yeah, we're excited to be in the LVT category. It's been a good growth segment for us, and looking forward to continue to participate there.
When we look at 18 and what you're doing to continue to have strong growth,
well, just a couple of things. As I mentioned, we've brought in a new design lead, so we're really excited about what we're going to be doing in terms of future product direction. But I'm also really excited what we're doing on the sales and marketing side. We've been investing heavily on the sales side, hiring reps and getting the adequate coverage that we need out in the marketplace to make sure that all the independent retailers have good coverage from Phenix. On the marketing side, again, we're making investments there to help it be easier for our independent retail customers to reach the consumer and for us to actually drive consumers to their storefront. So a lot we're doing on digital with social to help drive that. So we're expecting to have a good year next year.
All right, Mark, it's good to catch up with you. It's great to get an update on what's going on with Phenix. Again, been talking to Mark Clayton, the president of Phenix, and you've been listening to Kemp Harr and FloorDaily.net.